Hey, I'm JB from Discovery Bay Comics, and why aren't you on my channel? Dude, what are you doing over here? Nah, I'm just joking. Stay tuned for some great content from Bear Island Comics.
One of my favorite things about us as nerds is the way we create space within our homes for our hobby. We all do it a different way. It's part of what makes us unique as collectors. I can't tell you how many times I've been watching someone else's video and thinking, that's a really cool backdrop they've got there. That's a lot of really cool stuff behind them. I wonder what the rest of their room looks like. Is it just as cool? Or is it just an unholy mess? Like mine. Well, today I'm going to pull back the curtain and give you a glimpse at my entire nerd space. I don't show a lot of people my entire nerd space. Just let that sink in. Let people laugh at that. That's going to be funny. Reason being, in 2020, I'm going to be making some changes to this room. This room you see behind you here. My nerd room. So I kind of wanted to document what things look like now. So I can go back and judge myself. And say, you should have just left that. Why'd you change that? That was dumb. I've also been under intense pressure from Comic Head 84 and to a lesser extent D-Raw Comics and some other friends of mine to put out some content, which, you know what? That's really flattering. Thank you guys. I'm doing this for me, not for you. Starting things off in my living room with one of my favorite things on display in my house. That's a baseball card, an old baseball card print of Jack White, the musician from right here in Detroit. He's one of my favorites. I purchased this in Nashville at Third Man Records, his sort of studio down there, and they only had one copy, but the place that I go for framing, when I brought this in to be framed, they said, you know, we can recreate the back of this card and put it right next to it. And I was like, let's do that. Heck yeah. So that's the result right there on the wall. It says Lazaretto on it, which is the name of one of his albums. So huge Jack White fan. Love having this in my house. Cool stuff. Turning the corner here. I'm not going to explain what this is. If you know what this is, put a comment below, and I will be very, very happy. You should know what this is. All right. Turning the corner again. Here's that's the backpack I take to conventions. Yay. And let's go into my room. Nope. Let's take a quick look. Yep, there's my dog. She thinks that bed is hers. She likes to make a bed out of my pillows. All right, going into my actual comic book room. Here's a bunch of comics that, you know, I just left sitting around. Because who cares, right? Here's some IKEA thing that's supposed to be like a glorious display case, but instead has become sort of a standing junk drawer because that's just how I am. All sorts of stuff. Yeah, there's a drill. My drill bag, my Ryobi drill bag. There's a book that's supposed to make me look smart. No, I'm just kidding. I actually use that to flatten things out sometimes or put my laptop on when I need to be taller. A bunch of random stuff in the corner here, a bunch of audio-visual type stuff. There's my Stephanie Hounds print of Die Number 1 that she signed at C2E2. That's one of my monitors on my computer there. Keyboard, gotta have a keyboard, right? Yeah. Don't know why I need to be explaining that. This is just kind of my setup. You know, there's tripods, there's shelves. One of my favorite areas is this little corner here. Got like a purple theme. Got Batgirl and Prince all hanging out. Thanos 13. And Thanos figure I won from 3 Men in a Basement. And some Obama stuff there. Got some Funko Pops. I don't have very many, but there's some Game of Thrones ones up there. And a piece of art that I had Jerome Flynn sign. He plays Bronn on Game of Thrones. It says, to Adam, I'm not your toady and I'm not your friend. Love, Jerome Flynn. Batman 89, Punisher, Daredevil, 3 of my other Funko Pops. There's my favorite Catwoman cover. Josh Middleton from The Wedding That Wasn't. Little Jenny Frison print from a Metallica concert. And back to our little Batgirl prints setup. Stephanie Hahn's Captain Marvel #1 print and the corresponding book. Signed at 9.8. You won't see a lot of 9.8s around my room. I'll tell you that much. Here's my main laptop. Propped up by a mythology book that I've never read. You can see I've blacked out the windows in here to keep out the UV light. Should do something decorative over here though. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll just put up more soundproofing like I have on this side of the window. I think it looks pretty cool actually. But it's one of those things where you're like, I'll get around to it, and then you just don't. Most of my slab books are inside these 2 black plastic cases. And here we have another IKEA shelving. I think it's called Kallax. We've got all my trade paperbacks over here with some pre-made bags and boards. What a dork. I pre-make my bags and boards. Then all my oversized black label / magazine sized books are down there. Some Gemini mailers I've yet to use. Some top loaders. An old microphone that I didn't really like the sound of. I think that's a package Drew Manchu sent me. And of course a paper plate with a napkin on it. Okay, awesome. Here's a corner that I've displayed some slabs in. Amazing Spider-Man 50. Batman vs. Ra's al Ghul. And as we turn over to the right here, here's my X-Men section. First Gambit, Days of Future Past. All signed by Chris Claremont. There's X-Men 101 signed by Claremont. That sort of hard to find Kitty Pryde cover. Then we've got what John calls the Cosby cover of X-Men. As we take a random look at my printer here for some reason. Who shot this? Yeah, there's the Cosby cover with the... Oh, okay. Seriously, this camera person is just horrendous. Yeah, this is the little box I keep my to be filed books in. Random mess. Package that I have yet to open. And here we are at the Batman wall. You've probably seen this behind me in almost every video I do. Most people don't realize this is actually a puzzle and not just a poster. A puzzle that took me quite a while to put together because not all the pieces were in there the first time when I ordered it. Luckily, eBay has a lot of those on it. Poison Ivy stuff, including my Stephanie Hahn's print, or commission actually. Jock print of the first, what do you call it, Black Mirror Detective Comics, along with that famous Joker cover, Detective 880. Some of my favorite Batman stuff. This will always be my Batman wall, I think. I'm going to keep this. I like having themed walls. That's just who I am. There's that beautiful Stephanie Hahn's Poison Ivy commission. I will treasure that forever. My God. That's a Michael Turner cover next to that. Sort of a virgin variant that I ordered from eBay. You'll know I did not submit it for grading myself because it has a 9.8 on it. And that's pretty much it for the main room. If you want to sort of follow me through my miniature bathroom here, tiny little bathroom leading to the stairs. Well, I don't know why I'm showing you my bathroom. That's not something you need to see. I'm determined not to edit this video part though. Let's go downstairs. You'll have to pardon the mess. When I shot this, my mother was living with me for a few months while she had her new condo was being built, so she needed a place to stay. And how do you say no to your mother? You don't. You let her live in your basement. Got my books separated by DC, Marvel, and Independent. Again, there's stuff strewn everywhere. It's kind of embarrassing. Some old baseball cards of mine that I found that I'll probably do a video of those just because it's fun to see what you collected as a kid. It's a free Avengers poster I got at the old LCS. And a little work of art done by my nephew, Tu Yen, at a restaurant. He did that on a one of those things they line the table with at the restaurant. His is of the Avengers as well, if you couldn't tell. Beautiful piece of art there. That's an piece of original art. And we're lingering on that for a while. That's the independent books. Got 6 long boxes of Marvel. I think I have 5 DC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. And as we look, that's where my mom was staying. By her choice, by the way. I didn't force my mom to go into the basement. That's where she wanted to stay, in the house. So, and there's just boxes and boxes of her stuff that was here. It's all gone now. She's in her new place, and it's beautiful, and I'm very happy for her. Thank you guys for joining me on this little room tour. I know it's been a little while since I put out some content, so I thought this would be a nice little way to end 2019 before I make major changes in here. So, and there's that frickin' plate again with the napkin on it. It's classy. Just classy.
I bid you farewell and good luck, morons. Bye.
Oh, look, Bear Island Comics put out a video. I wonder whose contest he's entering. Alright, there was some good stuff in that last take. Probably used part of it. Welcome back to my weird little channel, Bear Island Comics. And no, this is not a contest entry video. Shocker. Alright, we'll pick up from the I don't show everyone my nerd space joke, because that was hilarious. The real reason I'm doing this is because I'm such a narcissist that I think it's important to document what my room looks like now before I make a bunch of changes to it that I'm planning for 2020. A little fake out there at the beginning. Gotta fake them out. Hey everyone. Welcome back to my weird little channel, Bear Island Comics. You know, I was just thinking the other day, true story. One of my favorite things about us as collectors. All right, we're done. We've got a good enough intro.